guys and welcome back to my channel. So today I am bringing you this cut crease makeup which I did in 3 simple steps. Maybe 4. If you include the eyeliner, it's 4 steps, but for the actual cut crease itself, it is done in 3 steps, and this is one of my first cut creases that I have ever done, and I'm very proud of how it has come out, and I absolutely love how it's come out. This whole tutorial is based on drugstore products, so things that you can get from Priceline, Target, Kmart, you know the drill. Without further ado, if you guys would like to see how I created this cut crease, then please keep on watching and let's get started with the tutorial. Starting with my base, I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Erasing Primer, and I'm going to be applying this all over to create a smooth base. For foundation, I'm taking my L'Oreal Lumi Magique in Beige Rose and my L'Oreal True Match in the shade Honey, and I'm just buffing that in with my Eco Tools buffing brush. I like to use patting motions when I get to the end just to make sure it's all pushed into my skin perfectly. I then picked up my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer and took the light pale shade and applied that underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose and above my cupid's bow, and a little bit on my forehead as well, and then blended that out using my Real Techniques Beauty Blending Sponge. I set the areas of my face that I applied that concealer with a translucent powder just because I find that it will keep the brightness in those areas. So I set it down using that, and then for the rest of my face I took my Australis Fresh Flawless powder in the shade Darkest Dark, I'm pretty sure it's called, and I set the rest of my face lightly using this to add a little bit more colour. Picking up my NYX Micro brow pencil in the shade Brunette, I took the spoolie and brushed through my brows and then the pencil side and filled them in like so. So I started at the bottom, flicked through to the end, and then filled in the top, and then went in and did light hair-like strokes through the middle, always going through with a spoolie to make sure there's no harsh edges. I then set it down using my Essence Lash and Brow Gel, which I swear by. Next, I'm just going to be priming my eyelids using the Age Rewind Concealer again, just applying that all over them and buffing it right up to my brow bone as well. And I set this one down using the matte Lombardi shade from the Meet Matt Nude palette by the Balm. So step 1 is to build the crease, and for that I'm taking matte Singh. I used a large fluffy brush and just applied this directly into my crease, taking it the whole way through, and you will notice that I flick it out at the end slightly to give that illusion of a fake kind of wing. This is just the transition shade before I pick up a pencil brush and really define the crease, which is what we're going to do now. So I'm picking up the shade Matte Garcia and I'm using a large pencil brush, and I'm focusing this directly into my crease, but applying it slightly above my natural crease, and I'm flicking that out at the end as well just to get that really defined look. Remember not to rush this process at all. It is a very specific look and you do need to be careful with how far you take the colour in places, but just work slowly, don't rush, and you'll be fine. Here I'm adding even more depth to that crease. I'm applying this on the outer 3/4 of it, and I'm using the shade Matte Wood with that same brush, and I'm just making sure both eyes are even the whole way through. The second step for the eye makeup is to cut the crease. So I'm taking that same concealer and a small concealer brush, and I'm taking it right up to where I cut the crease with the eyeshadows, and then I'm taking it over the whole lid as a base for the eyeshadow that I'm going to be putting on top of it, and I'm also flicking it out at the end to really sharpen that up. Now for the third and final step, I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Iridescent Finish eyeshadow in the shade Forever Pink, and I'm just packing this onto the area where I applied that concealer, and this is going to be my main mobile lid colour. I picked up this small definer brush to make sure I got really close to where I cut the crease. This helped me make sure that everything was looking really crisp as well. I then picked up my NYX Matte Liquid Liner in black and I did my liner. So I started at the bottom, flicked it out slightly, and then connected it all up and filled it in. Now for lashes, I of course went in and curled them first because let's be real, I can't live without curling my eyelashes. And then I went in with my Rimmel London Waterproof Wonderful Mascara and I applied a light coat onto my top lashes before applying my falsies, which were the Allure 117 lashes, which I used in a previous video, but I just can't get enough of them, so those were my chosen ones for this look. I wanted to stick to something really wispy and flirty so that I didn't cover up any of the eye makeup, but these were absolutely perfect. I then went in and did my lower lash line and took the shade Matte Garcia and Matte Wood and just smoked out my lower lash line, and then I highlighted my inner corners and my brow bone with my Mary Luminizer highlighter by the Balm. To contour my face, I picked up my Chi Chi highlighting and contouring palette and this ashy shade, which was perfect for contouring as it's a little bit cool toned, so it creates that shadow effect, which is what you want when you go for a contour. And then I picked up this deeper, warmer tone and bronzed my face, but my camera cut out. So I then picked up my Face of Australia blush in Nectar and applied this subtly to my cheeks and highlighted using the Mary Luminizer highlighter by the Balm. Now for lips, I'm going to be taking my current favourite lip combo, which is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade London and the L'Oreal Paris Cream Lip Gloss in the shade Protest Queen, and I just can't get enough of this combination at the moment. It goes with every look and I've been wearing it like crazy. And then last but not least, I of course set my face down using my MAC Fix Plus setting spray, and that brought me to the end of this makeup look. I hope you guys did enjoy the 3 steps to this cut crease. Let me know what you think in the comments and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! I love it.
Yeah, you've done a great job.